So hi, one of the Good Noise Podcasts. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with.
I'm Amy.
I'm Maya. We're future teens.
All right, some questions to say about their upcoming album, Self Help. So congrats on that, by the way. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
It's been really nice. Maya is not on the internet, so hey Maya, here's an update. It's been really, really positive.
Hell yeah. Album fucking rocks. It's so
Thank you
good.
so much.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So is there any meaning behind the album title or cover art?
Yeah, we true to form, Daniel and I had another like same brain moment. We didn't like come together working on lyrics to write an album about our mental health, but it just kind of happened. And the thesis statement of the album ended up being like that the best way to help yourself is to ask others for help. And there are a few lines that kind of say that. And Daniel and I looked at each other one day in the studio and we're like, what about self-help? And the VHS tape cover kind of came from wanting to turn the idea of like a self-help guide on its head of like, there's not a roadmap to this, just get a therapist and call the people you love.
I like that.
Oh, that's perfect.
So can you tell us a little bit about your writing process for this album?
Yeah, it similarly to previous albums, it was a lot of like Daniel and I would come to each other and the band with bones of songs, and he and I would like fine tooth comb lyrics and then work really closely with Maya and Colby to flesh out the arrangements and stuff. It's really just like we have a song when it's me and Daniel fleshing out lyrics, but it doesn't turn into anything until it's with Maya and Colby.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the process starts with you two, and then you bring it, and it becomes a collaborative process at the end.
Yeah, and this time we did a lot of that. We had like built the bones of the songs together and done a lot of the structuring and arranging, but then when we got into the studio, we were recording all the basics live together in the same room with our producer Andy Park, and things changed so much so fast while we were sitting in there recording a take, and then someone being like, oh, I have an idea for this spot, or can we do a stop here? It was really fun and special to do those changes on the fly.
Hell yeah. So you guys recorded at least part of this record live? What was that like?
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. It was definitely different in a lot of ways from what we'd done before, but also comfortable in some ways because it was kind of like a 10-day band rehearsal in some ways, because in the past we were often recording our parts at separate times. Like we weren't always all in the room. Sometimes it was just me and Daniel when I was recording my parts. So to have all of us in there at the same time, there was a lot more opportunity for input and sort of trying things out on the spot, plus with the addition of Andy. So that was awesome. It was like just such a thrill. It's hard to express how cool it was. And I think we're all really grateful that we got to do that.
Hell yeah. That's sick.
So happy to hear that. So what song off this album took the longest to write, and which one is each of your own personal favorite?
Oh, great question.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. And I think I was rewriting lyrics to Well-Being. Well, or is it what did we name that song? Well Enough?
I'm looking at the list right now. We're just used to the old names of the songs.
So the names of these songs were
the weird old names.
Mental Health Banger, Riffy Boy.
Riffy Boy.
You should have kept those names. Those are fucking great.
Yeah. We almost did.
Yeah.
This one was just
Well-Being. It's called Well-Being.
It's Well-Being. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I was rewriting lyrics to that up, and like while I was recording the lyrics, Andy was like, so the one hill I am gonna die on lyrically is, Amy, you need to use less words in this particular song. So I guess objectively that one took the longest to write, though I think in the initial writing, it just kind of happened, but had to do a lot of like on the fly editing. And Andy was right. It did need to be less wordy. That one also took us the longest to record. We were broken people by the end of it. I think we did 22 takes.
Holy shit.
Many takes.
It's a very there are just so many weird little parts, and I kept being like, no, I want this one chord different. And that, so it was a lot on me. I'll take the blame.
It's all your fault.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it came out really cool. It's hard to pick a favorite though. I think it changes every time I listen to it. I think
That's good.
BYOB is up there.
It's a banger.
Team Sports is really special. Dan Campbell sings on part of it.
Oh,
and
wow.
That's like, I watched I like took a video for my partner in the studio while he was recording that part, and my face just goes, what's happening? So I'm really excited for people to hear that.
That's so sick.
I really like Team Sports too, because it's got a lot of weird notes in it, and that's like one of the edgier songs on the album, and I'm really happy with how it came out. But I feel similarly to Amy, like each time I listen or each time we start performing one of the new songs, I'm like, oh, this is my favorite one today.
Yeah, fair enough. Amy, I see your dog in the back. Can we meet them real quick?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Otis, will you come here and meet the people? Let's see if I can.
Hi, Otis.
Hi, Otis.
Hi, bud. He's not very well lit,
That's okay.
It's great.
but he is a little dreamboat. Maybe I'll get him to participate some.
Yes, we'd love that.
Yes, we would love that.
Hey, nice to meet you, Otis.
Yes. So how'd the track list for the album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, closer be a closer? Did you shuffle around, see what fits? What was that process like?
The closer we knew would be the closer.
That's good.
That one, there was some rhyme and reason to that. And as we were building out the rest of it, there were the first song, we were like, there's nowhere else for this to go. If it goes somewhere else, it's going to make no sense in the sequencing. So
Yeah.
that's where it made sense. And then the rest of it was trying to find the right like flow of energy through the record. We went back and forth on that a lot too. There were like 2 or 3 songs that we just couldn't figure out where to put them.
All right. Like that.
Mm-hmm. So would you be able to tell us where Headspace is at while you were creating this record?
I personally was not doing great. Record started while I was quitting drinking, and has a lot to do with that process for me, and also dealing with like a big mental health diagnosis, and a lot of like learning that I can't just white knuckle how hard things are, which were all things that were feeling better and different by the time we recorded them, thankfully. But the writing process was like, as you can probably tell hearing it, a trying time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I was listening to it and I was like, this album is very on the nose. Like, you're not trying to hide it at all.
Yeah, we really go there.
Yeah, you did go there multiple times. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I don't think I could have done it with any other group of people. Like Daniel and I say all the time that this is like a very we have just such special friendships and relationships that make it possible for us to go there with each other, and as a unit feel more able to be that vulnerable with a bunch of strangers. So I don't think I tell them all enough that like this kind of writing isn't possible for me without them.
Yeah, love that.
That's so wholesome.
That's
So how do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Should they do it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a workout album, party album? What do you guys personally recommend?
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cry in the shower kind of album, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I would not suggest being around other people the first time.
So not a party album.
No, I mean, it is. We did nickname a track "Mental Health Banger," so it's not a party album. I guess it just
There's
depends
some
how you
party
define
bangers on
party.
here.
Yeah.
Just don't listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, it's hopefully hurts in a hurtful way
Hmm.
with any luck.
Okay.
I would say, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Maya.
I would say listen to it nice and loud and maybe have a plan to like call a friend after in case you need to talk about your feelings.
Yeah, I think a good like dark night drive would be a good place.
Mhm.
Eventually with your friends perhaps, also, but only if in a similar context.
Yeah.
Gotta be somewhere comfortable.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's fair.
Personally, I listened to this on my way to therapy earlier today, so it really sets the tone for therapy.
Yes. Perfect. That's what we want to hear.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
So this one should be super, super quick off the top of your heads. I want you guys to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. 3 words each, no more, no less.
Whoa, I'm thinking.
Without thinking too hard about it, mental health bangers.
That's good.
Yes.
The
Perfect.
theme of the album.
Correct answer.
New bio for all the socials.
Mm-hmm.
I would say hurts so good.
There we go. I like that.
Go.
All right. So in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the album?
I hope that people want to rock on a lighthearted note.
Mhm.
That it gets the headbang going, the bop going. But in the more earnest place, I hope that someone hears it and it hits them in a place where they need to be heard and seen, and know that like even when things are really bad, things can get better, and that there's room and resources to get there.
I like that answer.
That was perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah. So what is your favorite memory that you made while creating this album?
Think about everything we ate.
Everything we ate.
Is there a specific one that jumps out?
To this place that was called like Leslie Veggie or something.
Oh yeah.
It's a lesbian vegetarian. I don't know. I don't think it's the only one of its kind in the world. That was pretty great.
It was really good.
That sounds banging.
I always think about so we stayed near the studio in this Airbnb with this really wonderful woman and her 2 tiny dogs. She's the best. We'd like still stay with her when we go to New Jersey. We stayed in a big basement that had like an old TV, and we would come home at the end of these 10-12 hour days and watch MTV Classic together.
Yep.
And that was super fun. And I also, there was this really silly moment with Maya that we go back and watch the video over and over again of just like this really insane Instagram filter that's like a nude frog dancing. And Maya's commentary is it's something I can go back and watch if I'm ever having a bad day, and it all turns around because I hear Maya laugh and say some weird shit. It's really good.
It was a whole emotional journey, and it's after like many days of being in the studio with no sunlight, and Dan was showing me a video, showing me this filter. And at first I was like, wow, I love this. And then it goes on this emotional roller coaster until it's this terrifying. You hear the whole stream of consciousness. Yeah. But it is
really good.
truly a terrifying Instagram filter.
I'll send it to you guys after this. It's insane.
That sounds like
does one
that
find that
would be
filter?
good for TikTok.
It's called Jerry. Oh yeah, I should find that on TikTok.
Oh yeah. I'm shocked. I didn't know that was like a thing.
Yeah, Jerry the
But I
nude
mean-
frog.
It's disturbed. It's a nude dancing frog man.
Wow.
Very disturbed.
I was gonna ask. I'm gonna leave that to the imagination.
No more specifics.
Yeah,
we might get
you're
another.
good.
We might get another interview age restricted if you start asking specifics, Glory.
Sorry.
Don't worry, I'll send it to you guys when like just enough time has passed that you haven't been thinking about the nude dancing frogman, and then you'll get a no context nude dancing frogman in your inbox. Special
That's
delivery
perfect.
from me. If that's cool with you, I should ask first.
That's
Is it
totally
cool
fine.
if you-
Yeah, we're down for that.
Okay, great.
Glory and I will race to be the first one to open it.
Yes.
Incredible.
So picture this: you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
Oh, I'm getting sour candy.
Okay.
Ooh.
What kind of sour candy, though?
So my favorite that I probably won't ever find in a gas station is this weird Twizzler. It's sweet and sour Twizzlers, and I know that sounds insane, but they're so good.
Those sound
Mm.
great.
And they're like shaped like a Twizzler, but filled with a weird sour
Mhm.
thing. They're so good. But in a gas station setting, I'll probably get sour streamers or sour sketty, Sour Patch Kids.
Mhm. Got sour, if it's got sour in the
Whatever.
name,
Yeah,
going in the van.
exactly.
Maya, what about you?
I've definitely been on a journey of many phases of rest stop snacks, but the first thing I can think of is I was so happy when I discovered these. It's like this little bag of pickles. They're sliced.
Oh yeah.
And they're so
I
fun,
love
and they have
those.
the
Oh my God.
carrots. That's my favorite. I'll get 2 bags, and it's not a healthy sodium intake, but it's so good.
Mhm. Fair enough.
Who cares? It's pickles. You know, it's a vegetable. It has to be healthy.
It's
Exactly.
It's healthier than the
I had
chips.
those for the first time on our like first longer tour ever. Maya, I don't know if you remember this because we were such broken people, but it was when me and Dylan drove from Connecticut to Missouri in a day.
Holy
20
shit.
hours.
Oh my god.
That's
yeah.
nuts.
That is the right reaction. This
Who
was
routed it? They
So we were
fired.
we started in Missouri because Daniel's folk band at the time was finishing a tour in Kansas City. So we started the tour in Columbia, Missouri.
Mhm.
And we were like, yeah, we're going to work up till the day before. Then we'll pick up a minivan, put all our stuff in it, and then put all of us in it and just drive straight to Missouri, which initially seemed like a great idea. But then by the end of it, I had dumped a whole bag of these pickles all over myself at some stage because I got them when it was dark. We had gone to Taco Bell and all gotten stomach aches. And we were listening to this like extremely long emo playlist. And
Which will drive you insane after a certain amount of time.
Oh yeah.
yeah, we were having a blast. But something that I learned about myself is that if I'm really tired and driving and I need to feel invincible,
Mhm.
if I put on Headstrong by Trapped,
Glory
and I know this is terrible
song
that song, I'm invincible when that song is on.
Okay.
When Headstrong by
why.
Trap.
I am too.
plays, you're invincible.
Back off. I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. This is not where you belong.
He has like
That
500
doesn't get you
streams on
hyped
that
up, Glory.
one song, dude. No,
That
it makes
chorus
know
gets
what
me.
it is.
Oh, God, I
It's
could
like
punch.
it's like a very specific mood though of like I'm so tired. What am I gonna do? And then like that, or probably anything by Limp Bizkit comes
Yes.
on. I'm like,
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Those Trapped and Limp Bizkit, those two bands make me feel like a Kyle. Like I could just put my head through a fucking wall.
Kyle, dude. No, you never want to be a Kyle.
But Gloria and I were talking about Trapped and Headstrong right before we let you guys in because
Mhm.
one of the guys that originally wrote Headstrong follows us on Twitter, and Gloria was like,
Mhm.
"Oh, we should have him on the podcast." And I was like, "No, you scroll through his Twitter. It's just anti-vax, it's
Racism.
Like, yeah,
It's, like,
bad.
bad.
Simon over
It's
there has got to get his
terrible.
shit together.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
fucked up.
yeah.
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 But if you ever want to laugh, go to their TikTok. It's hilarious. It's like he finds a new filter every day, and it's like it's the funniest thing.
He follows
I mean,
us
like
on
he's
TikTok.
awful, He does. We're
Incredible.
mutuals on TikTok. Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty cool. I
Is
mean,
he
like, it's
gonna-
not cool,
is-
but
Is he gonna see me shit talking him on TikTok?
No,
Or
this
just saying
this
that
won't
I'm
be the clip. I
invincible?
think there's been plenty of other funny moments, but maybe he will.
I mean, maybe I will pick this.
I wonder
knows?
if he knows the crazy frog filter. He knows that.
I hope he likes that one.
And then one other thing. What made you guys think that Taco Bell, out of all of the things, would be a good idea to get when you have to drive nonstop 20 hours? That's like the one
that's
fast
fair.
food I'd be like, I wouldn't get.
I don't know.
Like-
we were somewhere like, middle of nowhere Midwest
Mhm.
and
Only thing to eat.
went for it. Dylan, who used to play drums in this band and is now a really amazing tattoo artist and just artist period. He made the tour poster for our fall tour with Camp Trash and Rat Tally.
Which is a sick tour, by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're really stoked. Dylan is what I would call the sweetest and nastiest boy I know. He's like, I'm gonna eat all these spicy chips and feel like shit, and it's gonna be awesome. That kind of energy. And I
Middle school
love
boy
him for
energy.
it, but also like, oh yeah, disgusting middle school boy energy, and just one of the best people on this entire earth. So good at everything, and eats spicy chips even though it's gonna make his tum hurt. And I think between like me and Dylan feeding off each other and Maya being like, I'm tired, I can probably get something fine at Taco Bell. It went off the rails fast.
I definitely remember Dylan eating. Maybe he ate two Crunchwrap Supremes. I remember him being very excited. This is like 4 years ago, but I still remember Dylan being excited about the Crunchwrap Supremes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
I
great.
definitely, every time I go to Taco Bell, I'm like, I'm so hungry, I'm gonna get 3 of these. And then I have like half of one, and I'm like, oh my god, what have I done?
You're like, oh
You
my
got
god.
food for the rest of the trip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I get a refund?
Yeah.
Little coagulated nacho cheese a couple
Oh.
hours down the road.
Yum.
Let's
Yeah,
go. I'm
let it sit on the
sorry.
dashboard. You can eat it like 2 days later. If you think about it, it was cooking in the sun the whole time.
Yeah, we were a Feed the Beat band a couple of
Oh,
years ago.
nice.
And they asked us to make a video for their Instagram or something about why we love Feed the Beat. And we made one, and we thought it was great, but they were like, hey Amy, this is really funny and we love you guys, but the food has to look good.
I think you were waving around like a burrito that was only
Yeah.
filled with refried bean and just like waving it around.
I was just waving around a burrito.
I'm flabbergasted. Like, dude,
Yeah,
dude,
wouldn't post it. Bummer.
did you guys have to remake it, or did you just say no, take it or leave it?
I think they just used a picture and a quote or something
Instead,
instead. and then
yeah.
Wow.
Our future videos were like us in a Taco Bell parking lot with our wrapped up food.
So that you couldn't
Can't wait
destroy
to
it.
eat this
Yeah.
Taco Bell fit check.
Play it safe.
And then we would put like the fit check Taco Bell didn't want you to see on
Mm.
like a personal Instagram somewhere where we did disgusting food stuff like eat Taco Bell in a parking lot.
It's perfect. That is perfect. So, actually, on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be, and why?
Taco Bell menu.
Maya, tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I'm gonna say burrito.
Yes. But we would probably have an argument about this if Dan and Colby were here because they are both diehard Anna's fans in Boston. And I am not. I don't know about you, Amy, but I would argue with them. I don't want to be an Anna's taco of a burrito, but they're big fans.
What's yours? Are you Amelia's or the JP one?
I like Amelia's and Chilacates. I'm pretty loyal to Chilacates because I lived in JP, so that's why I would say Chilacates. But
I would say my hierarchy, I think, is Anna's Chilacates and then Amelia's in a pinch.
okay, I think I'm outnumbered. Also, the
But
band.
I'm not as diehard as Daniel and Colby about
Okay.
that. If you guys come to Boston, we'll take you to all the burrito spots and you can choose.
And it sounds like Daniel will strangle us if we say anything other than the one that he really likes.
Yeah.
Daniel loves Annas so much. He once organized a food drive that was a walk to every Anna's location. And at every location, you would order a different item. And it was all to like raise money and food. It was like a 12-mile journey.
Oh my god.
Was this like a successful thing, or was this like just him at the end of it?
There were a decent number of people, but it did do well.
Oh wow.
I don't
Good.
remember too well. I was not able to be there. But Anna's was thrilled, and they were able to donate food and money, and also eat a lot of burritos and other various snacks that Anna's has to offer. So.
That's nuts. Holy shit.
Wow.
That's some sort of dedication. All right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
big time.
So for the last couple questions, we're going to shift completely away from music. So if you could be one animal for the rest of your life, what animal would you be and why?
I'm having trouble deciding if I want to be like a sensible animal that has a lot of fun or like a mollusk.
Why a mollusk?
Who the fuck wants to be a mollusk?
Okay, have you ever seen a moon snail?
No.
Possibly.
They're so fucking cool and weird. I love a spooky animal.
What do they do?
So it's, imagine a snail shell, and then
Mhm.
there's a little thing that comes out of it that's like, but not like crab, like just a glom.
Yeah.
And you know, like the holes you see in clams, the little
Mhm.
tiny holes, that's from a moon snail going up to the clam, attaching to it, and then secreting a little acid that makes the hole, and then they go slurps up.
So you want to kill
I don't-
clams?
No, I don't think I actually want to be one. I just think they're really cool.
Oh, okay. I mean, like, I wasn't judging. I was just trying to clarify.
I think
'cause,
I
mean,
had
that's
to
cool.
talk. I think I had to talk through it to understand that I don't want that. Thank you so much.
I think you just wanted to say slurps up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that too.
You're gonna have to bleep that, Shane.
Yeah, we'll get age restricted with that one.
Mhm.
I'm sure like everyone says this, but I really just think I would be a puppy. I already eat like a puppy. I might as well just be one.
Fair enough.
I like to
Alright.
have my tummy scratched. I want to be a puppy.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
I was thinking that too, because somebody feeds you and you get cuddles all the time and you get to run around if you have space. I'm on that boat too.
Yeah. Look how comfy that guy is. He's just
Oh my god.
chilling. You know, who doesn't want to be him?
You got
I
a
wish
point.
I was living his life right now.
Yeah, he looks like he's sleeping good.
Otis, come here. Show my friends how you look like Nicolas Cage.
What? What?
Come here.
I'm
He's
I'm
not
intrigued.
having it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Oh.
awake now.
Come here, bud. You can't see it from here, but it's a fact. He looks like either Nicolas Cage or a Victorian child.
Oh, what?
Come here, bud. Come
He's not happy.
Oh,
here. He's annoyed with me for disturbing his rest.
oh
Yeah, you
sorry,
woke
man.
him up from that very comfortable nap.
There he is.
There we go.
Oh my god, he's so
Yeah.
cute. I
Look at your
love.
sad eyes, buddy. Okay, go ahead. Anyway, now that I've derailed that,
It's all good.
I don't think this conversation has really been about the album at any point.
No.
briefly, for
Yeah.
a moment.
Mhm. So back to the questions. If you could have lunch with any celebrity or artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Oh boy.
My heart is saying Carly Rae Jepsen.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
That's good.
I think today I'm thinking Mitski, just because I think she's such an amazing songwriter, and I was listening to her this week and thinking, like, wow, how lucky are we to be alive when Mitski's writing songs? So
Yeah,
that's where I'm
True.
at today.
All right.
I completely agree.
So for this last question, boom, you're on a desert island. You can bring one movie, one album, and one person. Who and what are you bringing?
One movie, one album, one person.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that's tough. That's very tough. Okay, my comfort movie is The Sandlot.
That's a good movie.
Okay.
And I may regret that after a couple of years on a desert island, but I'm sticking to it. One album. Just one album.
Just one.
Maybe it can be Trap's self-titled album.
No.
I
Don't encourage that.
Actually, it's just a CD with only Headstrong on it, front to back.
I
actually have that.
I actually
Yeah.
have a 7-inch vinyl that has Headstrong on one side and Still Frame on the other side.
Yeah. Didn't
I-
I bought
I
that for you. That was for Christmas.
No, you bought me the Greatest Hits vinyl.
Which had Headstrong.
Yes.
And it also had an acoustic version of Headstrong.
Yes. I posted
Wow.
the 7-inch of the Headstrong 7-inch on Twitter, and people were not happy about it.
They were very mad.
Like I
Yeah.
bought it from Chris
Really?
Taylor Brown himself.
Yeah, like he gave him the money. No, you bought it from like a secondhand store. It was resale. It was like, calm down, guys.
Twitter is wild.
hmm
Real wild.
Yeah.
But that is in my possession, so that does exist. You can have mine.
I would not dream of taking that from you. I would. That is perhaps one of the cruelest things I could do.
Yeah.
Your song that makes you feel invincible, and I'm like, I need this on a desert island.
Well, there's Spotify.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
No.
Not when it comes to Headstrong.
True.
I think that okay, Sandlot
Mhm.
person is going to be my partner. They're my favorite person in the world. However, if that's who I'm bringing, there's only one option for the album, which is Fly by the Chicks,
Oh,
All right.
okay.
because it's their comfort album. And if I'm bringing my comfort movie and I don't bring the Chicks,
That desert island's
not
going to
gonna
be
work
rough.
out.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be tough. But also, I do love that record. So
Okay,
it's not a bad thing.
perfect.
that's
I
good.
love
Yeah.
the Chicks. Would it be my first choice? Maybe not. But, we do anything for love sometimes, I guess.
Wow.
What do you
Very
think,
nice.
Maya?
This question is torture.
Yeah.
I think for some reason the only movie I can think of today is Wet Hot American Summer.
All right.
I'm thinking about it because when Dan got married this summer and his like wedding celebration was like a summer camp. And all I could think about was Wet Hot American Summer. So it's in my brain. And then for the album, I'm trying to decide, like, am I going to get off the island because I don't want to then hate an album that I really love. But I think I would pick All in All by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay.
Ooh.
And I think that would be enough to entertain me and my partner. I would definitely bring my partner, and I think that he would like that album too. But I worry that we'll hate it after, so I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it.
All right. So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you guys would like to plug?
Going on tour in the fall. We're very excited. It's the Northeast and the Midwest with Camp Trash and Rat Tally, who are some of our favorite bands, some of the best songwriters. We're beyond stoked. And the album's out September 23rd. Can't believe that.
That's
It's
sick.
very soon.
Yeah.
That. Do we have other stuff to plug?
I mean, you covered the
I don't know.
bases.
Yeah, just we're playing tomorrow night at Nice a Fest in Boston, but that's
Oh yeah,
that's
That'll
on
be
this
in the
time.
past.
Yeah.
yeah. that'll be in the
Congratulations
past.
on your performance.
Yeah.
Oh.
Great job, guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I bet that we had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you killed it.
Cool set. Can I
Rob.
borrow your amp? All right.
Yeah,
well,
happy to backline that.
awesome. Thank you. Well, thank you for now. This guy's been Amy and Maya from Future Teens, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.